Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, and welcome back. We've got our last game of the day, and we've got silly sleepyhead Merlini over here. We pulled him out of bed for this one last game. Alliance versus
Showering
Virtus
right
Pro.
before bed is not a good idea.
Yeah, shower before bed.
Right before bed.
0 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend.
Well, if you want messed up hair, it's a 10 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to hear that, my friend. How you feeling, Alliance Virtus Pro? Thoughts? Dota 2 lounge numbers?
I have no idea.
Come on, man.
VP has been pretty poor lately. I don't know. They haven't surprised me at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, man, VP is pretty owned, but not this recent month. Alliance 82, VP 18. I say that's maybe even a little bit generous to VP.
Yeah. Alliance. We haven't seen much Virtus Pro recently. Actually, let's take a look at their standings. How have they been
2-2.
holding up to? You already.
Alliance is 6-2.
Alliance 6-2. You're absolutely right about that, my friend. And Virtus Pro, where are they? Yeah, you're right, 2-2. You were on the money with that. So, yep, they've been doing all right. I don't remember who they played up against. I'm struggling to remember exactly who they were up against, but not to worry. Let's take a look at this draft.
10 seconds.
We got Virtus Pro on the Dire, and NS will be drafting. Of course, Loda will be the drafter for
5
Alliance on the
seconds
Radiant
remaining.
side.
Louda.
Louda.
Did you watch that
Probably not.
racing movie?
Virtus Pro's
The one with
turn
Jesse
to
Pinkman?
pick.
Need for Speed?
No. The most recent one. The one with the guy from Thor. No.
No.
The other guy was named Lauda.
Vin Diesel?
No, never mind. I forget the name of the movie, though. It was pretty good.
Okay. Racing movies are usually a little disappointing, but
No, it was pretty good.
yeah.
It's Formula 1. Anyways.
Okay. It wasn't like
No, it wasn't
10
like NASCAR.
Fast and the
seconds
Furious
remaining.
style.
No.
I'm into those movies, man. Paul Walker and Vin Diesel, just
5
street
seconds
racing.
remaining.
That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Poor Paul Walker.
Yeah, poor Paul Walker.
Reserve time.
Anyhow, Invoker was the first pick by Virtus Pro, and obviously Naga Earthshaker were grabbed by Alliance, and they actually took their time thinking about that. And I guess that means we can probably infer it will be a carry Naga. Is that safe to assume, Merlini?
No, not yet.
No? Okay.
It could be offlane Nyx, support Naga and ES. You don't know yet. It's not 100% confirmed.
You just don't know.
I have not seen S4 play Naga Siren.
Could be Loda on the Naga.
Yeah, it could be loaded on Naga. I don't know what. It could be solo mid. Don't throw that outside of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, sure.
So Lycanthrope has made it to second ban phase. He is sometimes completely ignored, sometimes first picked, sometimes in the middle of the pack. The wolf pack.
Mm-hmm. Wolfpack riding strong. Invoker, Ancient Apparition, and Crystal Maiden. All right,
Alliance's
Icicles
turn to
aplenty.
pick.
I don't know. This Virtus Pro draft is not bad. They've got decent heroes, but very squishy. They've got a lot of weak sauce heroes in terms of their ability to survive. And with a ganker like Nyx Assassin and Earthshaker, they could very quickly become food for that bug.
Yeah, they don't have great push or split push or defending against push.
10
Yeah.
seconds
So I think that
remaining.
they just have a pure fighting lineup as of right now. That's kind of VP style
5
though.
seconds remaining.
Yeah.
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 Reserve time.
Yeah. We'll see what Alliance want. This draft is going by very slowly. I got
They
the solo cast
need-
last game. That was fun.
What's it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Who played?
Fnatic versus Relax. Guess who won?
I'm guessing Relax, or else you wouldn't ask me.
No, it was Fnatic. It was
Fnatic?
just straightforward. It was
okay.
regular. There was no trick there.
There was no trick. Man.
No. The Fnatic made quick work of them. They first picked Tiny Wisp. 24 minutes later, Throne
You
was
think
dead.
teams would learn?
You would think they didn't ban out Enchantress or Wisp either. Either of them.
To be fair, one game last week they didn't pick Enchantress at all, which was really strange.
Yeah, I mean that's still it's one or the other though. Like No Tail, those are like No Tail's go-to heroes. You leave one or the other like in the pool, and you know what they're picking.
Yeah, that's true. You could try and Timber Solve them.
I guess you could. They didn't try to Timber Saw them. That could have been. They did play Axe again though on RX. It wasn't Dread. It was a Tame My Wild Axe, and he was solo safe lane against the solo off lane Hani Magnus. Magnus actually gets pooped on by Axe pretty hard to solo
Dude,
roll.
Almost any melee hero gets
I
pooped
know,
on by
I
Axe.
know. But he didn't do anything. He had all this
10
early gold. He had like
seconds remaining.
1600. Right click to Vanguard.
And
And
then
then
he got RP'd and Empower Cleave.
and
down.
then he got killed like
Virtus
4 times in a
Pro's
row and
turn
didn't get
to
a blink
pick.
for another like 15 minutes. He
Oh,
got blink right
jeez.
as the game ended, so it was.
If you don't get Blink, it's I don't know. Axes.
Vanguard is okay on Axe, but he just couldn't do anything with it. He lost all his momentum. He got
Alliance's
Vanguard and then just
turn
still
to
died
ban.
like 4 times.
Yeah, I don't know.
And couldn't kill anything.
I've tried a lot of Axe builds, and Vanguard, when you win your lane, actually seems to be one of the worst ones. I don't know why. Like in theory, it sounds really nice, but actually playing it, it's like, man, I wish I spent my gold
10
on something else
seconds
because I'm still
remaining.
useless.
I wish I could kill people right now.
Right. I think you have to rush Blink.
5
Yeah.
seconds
Or get like a lot of
remaining.
bracers or something like that. I don't know. I'm still having difficulty trying to figure out a really good safe lane solo build with that
Virtus
hero because we've seen that a
Pro's
lot.
turn to
Axes do
ban.
okay in lane and then they just do nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, Alliance going back to the Lifestealer, so it might be a solo mid Naga, or it still could be a support EGM.
very melee heavy team for Alliance though, not a
Yeah,
single
no.
ranged.
Timbersaw is gonna
10
have a field
seconds
day.
remaining.
He certainly will.
2 strength heroes, 4 melee heroes.
5
Hells
seconds
yeah.
remaining.
I like this pick from Virtus Pro. I'm a Timbersaw fan.
Me too.
I like him. He's a
Chop,
he's a
chop,
fun
chop,
hero.
Chop chop.
I like watching
Alliance's
him. I like
turn to
playing him. I
pick.
like the sounds he makes. I like everything about him. But there you
Virtus
go.
Pro's
Shadow
turn
Friend will
to
be the
pick.
final pick for Alliance.
Nice.
Looks like it will indeed be support Naga. And
Support Naga is
Shadow.
really rare nowadays.
yeah.
She's all right. She's just decent. She's not amazing. She's really good against BKB, but VP has no BKBs. It's not that great for Stimber because he has pretty high armor, and Sarah doesn't really do anything versus him.
10 seconds
But
remaining.
the sleep setup is really good. If you can like sleep into a Requiem, into
5
an
seconds
Echo
remaining.
Slam, a Chaos Dunk, oh my goodness. That'd
Yeah.
be so good.
Reserve
I mean,
time.
VP's draft is certainly better though.
You think so?
Yeah, it's more well-rounded. They have more disables. They have slightly better lanes. They have slightly better team fight. They have a little bit more AoE damage. That's easier to execute. Like Timbersaws is a lot easier to execute than like let's say a Earthshaker who may or may not get Blink early, Shadow Fiend who may or may not get BKB early.
Are you ready for some stats, Merlini? Because I've got some fresh ones here. So Alliance and Shadow Fiend, not a hero that they play very often.
No,
But we've seen S4 kind of expanding that repertoire recently. Career total,
10
he has
seconds
10 games on
remaining.
Shadow Fiend in Dat Dota. He is 9-1 overall. And in this current season, since we rolled over to 2014, he is 4-1 with Shadow Fiend. So, will be interesting. Not a hero we get to see S4 play very often.
that's pretty good.
Mhm.
Oh, it's actually Aki playing the Naga Siren. I definitely think of Naga Siren as the EGM hero,
Yeah.
but looks like he will be taking up the reins as Earthshaker. So they rounded out with a Faceless Void pick. I actually do not like the Faceless Void pick here at all. It's okay versus Lifestealer, but they have like a huge melee lineup, and you want to go another melee versus them, like Faceless Void versus like an Earthshaker versus like a Nyx Assassin. He's not going to be able to do that much, and if you don't catch Naga, she's just going to counter sleep you, and then you're crushed. Your dreams are crushed.
Yeah, by getting put into an unfortunate slumbar.
10
They can
seconds
also offensive
remaining.
try, although it would be pretty darn weak. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
5 seconds
3
remaining.
melee offensive try.
It's Faceless Void, man. Faceless Void is probably your ideal hero to try lane against, except Meepo. Like those two heroes are like
Prepare for
the
battle.
weakest
In a
of the
tri
weak
lane.
in a tri lane.
Okay.
What hero would be weaker in a tri lane that's actually picked and competitive? He offers very little damage. He has okay survivability. I guess Spectre's pretty weak too.
Yeah, Spectre's pretty bad. At least Void has a survivability tool as well. At least Void has a slow.
Yeah, but Spectre has a slow. He has a
Yeah.
lot more damage to offer early too.
Yeah.
She rather. Mercurial the Spectre.
Hey, Void's got a time lock. He can stun people.
Yay.
10% chance, but
Yeah.
you know.
I like Void in the new patch, but I think he's more of a I don't know. He's situational, and I don't think this situation fits him. But hopefully, Illidan STR can prove me wrong.
30
Oh, it's Loda's
seconds to
birthday,
battle.
Merlini.
Nice.
Wish him a happy cake day. Maybe silently.
It's okay.
Birthdays. What a good way to spend your birthday, though. Just playing some Dota.
Crushing noobs.
Crushing noobs in Dota.
Let's see if he can.
Let's see if he can achieve
Maybe
that goal.
VP will feed him a free one. Yeah, it's a birthday.
So let's take a look at these rosters. Here on the Radiant side, we've got our heavy favorites, Team Alliance. You know them, you love them. And let's see how they fare in our final match of the day. We've got Ake playing on the Naga Siren. He'll be supporting Loda here on the lifestealer, the birthday man himself. In the mid lane, it will be S4 playing on the Shadow Friend, a rarity indeed and a treat for all of us. EGM on the Earth Shaker, and it will be Admiral Bulldog playing on the Nyx Assassin.
It's not Admiral Bulldog anymore.
Yeah, no longer. He's traded in the dong and just picked up a dog.
On VP, we have NS on the AA. We have Faceless Void, safe lane carry farmer, played by Illidan. We have CM starting off in the jungle, played by JOTM. In the mid lane, we have G on the Exort Invoker with the ugly, ugly mask. And off lane, we have Timbersaw, played by Ars.
Ugh, it's the Brujo mask. That thing is disgusting.
It is.
It's an uncommon, too. The hair of the Arsenal Magus.
That is one of my most disliked sets. There's some sets that is so bad it's comically funny, like the Sven Pantaloons. But there's some that are just like, why? How did they get into this game?
Alpine Ursa. There was that one PL set. It didn't make it into the game, but I saw it in the workshop. It was like the Pharaoh Phantom Lancer. Oh my god, that thing was atrociously bad.
In mid, S4, off to the races in terms of CS. 6-2. Jeez. But some of that does have to do with EGM.
Yep.
Being really annoying on that Earthshaker.
Cheeky little player over here.
G trying to get his XP. They try to block it with a sentry over here, but that just does not block it.
Oh. That's really unfortunate.
It is indeed.
It's a noble effort. I like what they're going for to try and stop the strategy. But
S4 has, I think, every single creep from the first 3 waves, unless he misses this one. Okay, why does it say that? He misses it.
Still 11-2. I mean, he's already got 12 souls stored up.
Yep.
Wow.
Hello, Waddle.
Hello.
Pre 2 minutes with a stat build is very good.
Yeah. Well, God's going to have his work cut out for him here. The Exort Invoker, rather interesting. It is kind of a rarity. We get to see that as well. Quaswex is just so potent right now. I don't know. What do you think about Exort? Is it still viable, or is it one of those why bother kind of... Oh, actually, AA is going to get stunned by this Centaur. We don't have enough damage to finish him off, but it's one of those unfortunate war stomps where this Timbersaw has taken some pretty heavy damage here.
Yeah. Aki has so much armor on Naga Siren, though. Base armor 6, AA with all 4 stacks of Timbersaw, reactive armor up, 4 armor.
Yeah.
Naga is just, what a hero. Anyways,
What
Exort, it's decent.
It's decent.
It's decent. It's not.
Thanks for the analysis, bro.
It's alright. It's okay for lane control. It's okay for playing greedy. It's okay for dumping damage into Faceless Void. It just depends on what your team needs. Alliance, they don't need a push early because they have Shadow Fiend as well as the Lifestealer, so it's more likely they're not going to be passive farming from Alliance. And in that sort of game, Quas Exort is much better. Quas Wex is much better for dealing with aggressive lineups, and Alliance is just not the most aggressive. They need levels. They need a lot of things going for them if they want to push towers early. So the pressure's really on VP, and sometimes it's better to counter greed with greed.
Uh-oh, the Bulldog could be in some trouble here. Illidan hops forward. Will use that time walk, but no, Bulldog walks away. Still has that Impale available. We'll just salve up and get right back to it. S4 still destroying faces in mid. He is ruining God's dreams right now of having a good time in this laning stage. 22-7 versus the 10-0 Invoker in terms of CS. That's devastation right there, Merlini.
EGM is level 1 though, to be fair, so they are having some trade-off for this devastation in the mid lane. And it looks like CM is Smoke trying to rotate, but Earthshaker's fairly close by. Shadow Fiend at full HP.
S4 actually a little bit too far forward. There's the Frostbite. Cold Snap has already come out. They won't have enough damage, though. He'll make it back to the trees. Sunstrike off the mark. Crafty footwork from S4. See you later, Invoker. The Shadow Rays will be enough. That Force
What a
Spirit.
disaster.
Oh.
So, the gank gone wrong. Now, I mean, we thought this lane couldn't be worse for Invoker. It actually can be, apparently. With the failed Sunstrike into the first Blood Feed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of on VP not to make mistakes, and they just made a big one.
Now Alliance.
They done did it.
They done did it. They're off to the races now, though. Loda, he's just in free farm heaven down here. Timbersaw, he's been doing okay in the offlane in terms of moving around, looking to find experience, but hasn't done anything to harbor this farm from Loda. And he is now level 5 on the Lifestealer, leading the last hits. Well, about on par with the Shadow Fiend, both of them at 27 apiece. This is not going to be fun for Virtus Pro when they get into this mid game, and these two carries are farmed.
Yep, I'm curious to see what build S4 is going to go for. It's most likely going to be treads, but I don't know post that. He could either go like Shadow Blade, or probably not Shadow Blade since they have a Nyx. They'll most likely have sentries up, or more likely than not, just straight BKB rush.
And Nyx Assassin having an okay time as well. He's already level 5. Wow, Admiral Bulldog. He is doing very well against this tri-lane. Some of that is, like you mentioned, Void just not an ideal candidate here. He will take that second point into time lock here before 6. Bulldog will be in some trouble. The Sunstrike actually clips the Carapace. They will still secure the kill, but he did everything he could to stay alive. Not too bad. It was a 3-person rotation with a Sunstrike, so I guess you can't blame him too much.
Yep, he actually went for 1 point Spike Carapace. We'll see if he went 2, but still, not the worst thing in the world. He will miss out on level 6 on that fat experience in the top lane. Nope, he's going to TP right back. We see EGM sitting in mid. He has managed to pick up level 3.
Yep.
And we see another rotation of Crystal Maiden, but last time failed. I don't think this time is going to go any differently, especially with the ES sitting right there. They will spot out the Invis route on bottom, and it looks like G is on his way down there. Could be...
Will be a battle for it. A fissure.
Yeah, they have a sentry on EGM.
Invisibility.
Yeah, they won't be able to grab it. Unfortunately, Earthshaker just a little bit too slow.
Oh, they have a sentry in mid. This could be bait.
Uh-oh. God's going to walk right into it as well. He's got no idea. He's going to walk up to the high ground as well. Fissure, easy kill coming out. The creeps will get the last hit, but well done by Alliance. That sentry ward, it was placed a while ago, so that's not one of those things that you can predict, but still going in their favor. Small stroke of luck there for Alliance, I suppose you could say.
Yep. I'm surprised S4 doesn't play Shadow Fiend more.
Yeah, he's looking solid. Half the battle with Shadow Fiend is getting those initial last hits to get the ball rolling. If you can land every single one in the first 2 waves, then Shadow Fiend is the hero for you.
Dire's bottom tower is
Catch up
under
Midas
attack.
coming out from Illidan. Checking his net worth compared to Lodo's. Lodo's
I don't know if you could call it a catch-up Midas.
Well, their team needs to catch up.
Yeah, their team does, but he's number 2 on net worth pre-Midas. So he's, I mean, Void's farm is fine. That's really the only thing Virtus Pro has going for them if you look at the net worth chart.
Well, they also have decent level than Timber. Timber is level 6. He's actually above Nyx Assassin right now.
Yeah, Nyx, he's about to hit 6. He's actually ahead by just a couple creep kills here. Bulldog will ding 6 now, and that'll level it out. Actually, Nyx will pull ahead in experience a little bit.
So nice creep pulling going on by PP here, taking out the double stack.
Oh, Chronosphere up top. See ya, Bulldog. They will use a Sunstrike as well. And
Time for him to rotate.
will grab that kill. But yeah, now that he's level 6, he can just Vendetta around. 2 kills is, or 2 deaths is probably 2 deaths too many, but that's all right. Bulldog got what he came for, and now Vendetta's online. He'll start moving around, trying to set up kills in other lanes.
JOTM and S4 huddling around top rune.
Yep.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, JOTM definitely would have fallen there had that fissure been on point, but just falls a little bit short. There will be a rotation down bottom. They see this Timber, and they want him. He will burn the Timber chain as he hops forward. Infest Bomb, Bulldog with the Vendetta. See ya, Timber. That's an easy kill for Alliance. There you have it. Nyx Assassin gets one up on the board. 3-2 here at the 8.5-minute mark. Oh, boy. In the mid, looks like we will see a convergence onto S4. Cold Snap, Sunstrike on the mark. Will they have enough damage, though? No. S4 walks away. EGM.
Those scare tactics.
Yeah, making that buffer. He's out of mana, but still gets that big, clunky Earthshaker body in the way, and will keep his buddy alive.
Yep. He has gone for treads. Still 1,400 gold in the bank for S4. Ooh, he's playing a little bit greedy. Playing around in that jungle.
Mm-hmm. Got to get that farm. I wonder what he's going to grab here. I would like to see a Blink Rush, honestly. That's something we don't see on Shadow Fiend very often. And it's a little bit risky, but it is good fun.
Radiant's top tower
It's risky.
is
It's
under
true.
attack.
It's nice with Loda, though. They can
Yeah.
infest skill people pretty easily.
When do you like Blink on Shadow Fiend? We actually really don't see it very often. Most teams just opt for the safe route, BKB into Helm of the Dom.
It's nice for split pushing if you can get away with it. The problem is, like, if he gets caught by Cold Snap or even just a Faceless Void blinking on him, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
It's also nice if you have another way to initiate. Like, if you can follow up, like, an RP, Blink RP with a Blink Shadow Fiend ultimate. That's also pretty nice, too. But in this particular situation, I think just BKB is almost as a necessity against the first 4 heroes. Or,
Yeah.
sorry, on every hero except for the Faceless Void on BP.
Right.
He can still get crushed by Chrono.
Yeah, Chronosphere is that ultimate trump card over the BKB. With the Blink Dagger on Shadowfeed, it's almost one of those, like, how good are you with Blink Dagger? If you can position yourself well and you can react fast enough to escape sticky situations, it's really worthwhile. And AA, he's in trouble once again. They won't even use the Infest Bomb this time. They'll just go straight in. Admiral Bulldog, exactly as we were talking about, as soon as he hits 6, he will be very active around the map, and he's already picked up 2 kills on
nice
that
map
Timber.
awareness from S4. He grabbed this Invis rune. He was about to head down. He's like, nah, I don't think so.
A little sketchy, and actually there's a smoke right there.
Yeah, that's some awareness right there.
Yep. Bulldog, he's going to walk into it, though. His awareness, not quite the same. He will be in a better position to deal with it, or will he? He takes the AA ult, Sunstrike on the mark, and God will get another one up on the board. That'll make it 4-3 here as we approach the 11-minute mark. S4, though, invisibility rune on.
They have a sentry in mid. He might die.
Taste of the old medicine, huh?
Yep. Route row.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
S4.
Okay, he knows that they know.
Yeah. Creeps hit him right away. And he'll just go back to farming. No problemo. Well handled by S4. He's got 2,700 gold now.
He also sold a double
stack.
Oh, yeah. So he may just be pulling for a BKB. Maybe also just keeping his options open. But 2,700 gold, not too shabby. There we go. Arcane Boots now up on the Earthshaker. That's good news for EGM. And he's almost level 6 as well.
Indeed. Indeed he is.
Bulldog down bottom. Arzart, he's going to be in some trouble here. There's the Vendetta, Impale on the mark. Will the follow-up be there in time? The Mana Burn. Loda gets there.
Nice careful.
Oh, wow. Well done by Bulldog. A much-deserved kill. That was just beautiful. Sunstrike. Oh, Bulldog.
Nice try.
Yep, noble.
Well played by G.
Still a pretty epic carapace, though. He went out in good fashion.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if he could have done. Oh, man, there's the blink. Oh my goodness! Okay. Later.
Oh.
That's when blink is nice.
Oh, you're looking mid. I'm looking top. Void got a kill on the Naga, and yeah, S4 showed
mid
off
was
Blink Dagger.
He fissured, blink Requiem, instant death for Invoker.
Oh.
So that was nice. If you have a setup to cast your Requiem, it's insanely good.
Yeah, rub it in. I was on kill. I got it. And AA, he's coming in. Crystal Maiden falls, but they will get a counter kill on the Earthshaker, so still a pretty even exchange. S4 might need to be a little careful. He's just trying to bait. Nyx Assassin is inbound. Vendetta is available.
Radiant's top tower
Nope,
has
and
fallen.
that's where it will end. It's a 2 for 2 across the map, Merlini.
Nyx Assassin still pretty poor. They need his Blink Dagger online ASAP. Invoker has picked up his 4-step. Surprised he hasn't gone Midas, which is usually the build of choice for Invokers who go mid with Quasi-Exor. I guess he just did not have an easy time in mid. Shadow Fiend picks up a regen on bottom. The Alliance hasn't pressured any towers at all, but this is okay for them. The gold is actually at 0. Faceless Void. He's going for the super greedy build with Midas Battle Fury. Can he outcarry these two? I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know about the Midas Battle Fury build. It's certainly good if you have enough time to really let it kick in, but he won't come online until... does he have any pieces on the Courier? Okay, well, he's a lot closer to the Battle Fury than I thought. So he's really close. Just needs the Void Stone. He'll have it online by 15 minutes.
Then that's not bad.
Yeah, he'll have it online by 15 minutes. So right around that 30-minute mark, Void will be stacked. The problem is Virtus Pro are just putting all of their eggs in one basket right now. So if that Void gets picked off, if he gets caught without buyback, that's going to be all she wrote, which is what's a little bit scary.
I think even in team fights, he's still going to have his work cut out for him. Because he doesn't have a BKB, so he's still susceptible to all these spells from Alliance.
And the other problem is kind of item slots a little bit. I mean, Battle Fury and Hand of Midas give you something, but he comes to that point where...
Invest gank coming out.
Yeah, Illidan might be in some trouble here. He will hop into the trees. And wow, the fissure interrupts it.
What a fissure.
Now Void could be in some trouble. He does have a Chronosphere available. Ultimate from the AA will connect with 2.
He doesn't have his TP though, so what does he do? Does he...
I don't know.
I don't know. They need vision. They kind of could send their Courier, but the Courier is also going to die in 2 hits.
Yeah, what he could do here is just scoot out and then throw the Chronosphere to make the escape, and that's what he'll do. He'll scoot out, catches Loda in the Chrono. There's the Sunstrike, but there's a stun outside of the Chrono. Loda gets off the Enrage, and pardon me, just the Rage, and they will get a kill onto the Void. Requiem comes in. That'll finish off the Ancient Apparition to JOTM. He's 1 hit from death. See ya. 3 for 0. Well done by Alliance. Well handled.
Yeah, I think Face's Voice could have just like kept going up and piecing out, but I don't know. Fighting right outside of T2 is just They almost got loaded though, so I think it would have been much better if they had. But unfortunately, he's about to have his SNY, the race car build. No drums on him, surprisingly.
Radiant's bottom
in mid.
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
he is.
Song of the Siren to set it up.
Chaos dunked in the face.
Yeah, that was.
With the fishes.
They were just rubbing it in right there.
Radiant's bottom
Drop
tower
the hammer.
is under attack.
So we just have an even game just a few
Dire's
moments
middle
ago, but all of a
tower
sudden
is under
Alliance now
attack.
up by 2,000 gold, 4,000 experience. Large AoE ult from AA comes, but actually doesn't do any damage. It misses both of them.
15 minutes
Dire's
BKB
middle tower is
blink
under
from
attack.
Shadow Fiend and treads. This is your worst nightmare when playing against a Shadow Fiend. Him getting this
Dire's
stack.
courier has been
Yeah.
killed.
And oh, Dire's courier actually gets picked off. Was that who got it?
I'm not actually sure.
Yeah, I missed it.
It wasn't Admiral Bulldog, I don't think, because he just uses Vendetta. But who knows?
I guess Loda was the one that got it.
Or is that Jade Hoof body?
Cheeky little Loda. So Loda here, he is just going to go Sang and Yang, get that Sange and Yasha up. He already has the Sange. He did go Midas, Orb of Venom online as well. So not too bad. Alliance have a lot of mid-game momentum here while Void is still farming, so I don't mind the Sange and Yasha too much. It's a pretty decent item on Lifestealer,
Dire's
even
bottom
though
tower is under
I'm not a
attack.
fan of it in general.
It's only good on a couple heroes. I say Lifestealer is like one of them.
Yeah, it's okay on Lifestealer. It's more about what they want to do. If they want to really be aggressive in the mid game, then Sange and Yasha is good. It does give you a tilt as soon as you pick it up. It just, what I don't like about it is it just falls off very quickly. It feels like one of those items that you want to replace a little bit too soon.
Nice BKB from
S4.
S4.
Yeah, he BKBs right before the chrono comes out. And that's just basically a wasted chrono. They won't pursue, and now S4 will just start doing some damage to this tower.
Also a wasted BKB 10-second charge though, to be fair.
Yeah, wasted in quotes as he did survive, but he will take a bit of damage from that AA ultimate. Sunstrike, not sure where it is.
It was up the cliff.
Oh, here we go. NS, he's in trouble. There was an Infest Bomb. Right now, Loda and Admiral Bulldog just soloing the team. They'll get one kill, make it two. And now the rest of the team joining the party. Void will time walk back. Now God taking some right clicks. Boy, does S4 hit hard. And they do finish off that tier 1 tower in the mid lane as well. Shadow Fiend gets the last hit on it. He's already got another 1,500 gold to play around with, and they walk away 2 kills richer. Alliance just adding insult to injury at this point. 5,000 gold, 7,500 experience. Sunstrike off the mark once again. And Alliance will just back up to safety.
Nice rage anticipation from Loda there. You know who hasn't really had that much of impact this game? Timbersaw.
Yeah, he's 1-3-1.
We talked about how good he is, but I don't know. He just hasn't moved from his lane. Like, as soon as Nixus hasn't died twice,
Yeah.
or actually, I don't
No,
know.
after as soon as Timber. Oh yeah. No, Nyx
Yeah.
died twice up in line.
As soon as he died twice, he just immediately started rotating and killing the Timber. I think that
Yeah.
Timbersaw could have moved around and pressured a little bit more, especially when Shadow Fiend doesn't have BKB. He's somewhat susceptible to like Cold Snap plus Chakram, etc., etc. But yeah, AA just hasn't been involved, except in deaths.
Yeah, except in deaths. Yeah.
Now Earthshaker just 200 gold from Blink Dagger. That's really bad for VP. Once he gets Blink Dagger, Nyx Assassin's going to have his Blink Dagger too, and it's just going to be a Blink ownage fest.
Yeah, Nyx is really close as well. This camp right here, this camp of neutrals here will be the gold that he needs. Invoker, about 1,600 in savings. Hasn't picked up anything since the Force Staff. The support's reasonably low on farm here on the side of Virtus Pro. AA has absolutely nothing, and Crystal Maiden, well, at least she's got Tranquils and an urn, but
Dire's
just
top
not too
tower
much.
is
That's the
under
Battle
attack.
Fury complete for Void. Much later than I'd anticipated. I thought he'd have it by about 15 minutes, but here we are at about 18:30.
Looks like they want to smoke soon.
And he's just completing it. I think this is too greedy from Void. Alliance are going to
What
punish
else would he
this
get
so
though?
hard.
BKB? BKB, he's not going to have enough damage.
Dire's
Just Midas Treads
top
BKB.
I was
tower
thinking just into a Maelstrom.
Dire's
Just
top
start
tower
is
going
under
damage
attack.
early on, you know? Maybe even a Mask of Madness wouldn't have been too
S4.
bad. Yeah, he'll
Oh,
engage
what
up
a
here, but
sleep.
oh, this is what you were talking about. Why Naga is so
Radiant's
good against
middle
Void
tower
is
is under
if
attack.
she doesn't get caught, an easy turnaround, and there you go. Requiem of Souls. See you later, Illidan. The rest of Virtus Pro on full retreat
They
mode.
just baited that out.
Yeah, Loda. Oh, what a beautiful impale from Admiral Bulldog. God and NS in big trouble.
Oh, this is ugly.
Yeah, this is the bad news bear has come. And I mean, what can Virtus Pro do at this point? This is kind of the point that I was making about the Battle Fury and Midas. He just doesn't have any damage. I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference there the way Naga reinitiated that or counter-initiated, I should say. But it's just too greedy. Alliance knew exactly what he wanted to do, and they are punishing hard with that Sanj and Yasha. They are gearing up for the mid-game. I think Virtus Pro are in big trouble here. I mean, what can they do? I don't think. I know they're in big trouble here.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I think that Alliance with the next Song of Siren, they can just do Roshan, and they can kind of pressure towers while Chronosphere is down for another 30 seconds. But JOTM trying to play some wards out, and it's about to
Dude, Shadow Fiend's just chunking him.
Yeah. Shadow Fiend should not be this out of control. He has 180 CS in 20 minutes, which
Dire's
is
middle
my
tower is
God.
under attack.
insane.
That's beyond. That's really, really fast.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he has been in the jungle a little bit. He's cleared out some stacks, but that's
Radiant's
just damn
bottom
impressive.
tower is
650
under attack.
GPM right now. Loda nipping
Dire's
at his
middle
heels, sitting
tower
around
is under
540 or
attack.
so. They will pressure this tier 2
Radiant's
tower in the
structures
mid lane.
are fortified.
Ancient Apparition ulti will fly, and that forces Alliance back a little bit, but yeah. We'll keep their tier 2 tower alive. Credit where credit is due. Void desperately trying to find somewhere to farm, but his efforts will be thwarted by S4, who's come down and rained all over his parade. Illidan will have some support inbound. Smoke from Arzard.
How did Illidan get back there?
I don't know. There you go. He will time walk forward. There we go. S4 is in trouble. This could be his first death of the game. And yes, it will be. NS actually almost dying to the death requiem there. So there you go. That was Shadow Fiend's first death of the game. So Virtus Pro finding a positive amongst a slew of
I
negatives
just don't
here.
know how Illidan got back there. That was some great positioning by him. Now they can kind of force the issue. Shadow Fiend does have 5,100 gold in the bank, though, so he can buy it back and still have a Desolator.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is
It's
under
not that that's
attack.
funny as much as the time of the game that makes that funny. 21 minutes in to be able to say buyback and Desolator gold on standby is a rarity.
I don't know, Bulldog, is he going to get this deny?
Well
Radiant's
done.
bottom tower has
Bulldog
been
on point this
denied.
game.
Well played. Well played. So Song of Siren cools down in 6 seconds. Alliance looking to get something out of their momentum. They can either push T1, they can either bait out Illidan again, they can do Roshan. I think Roshan's probably the best bet for them. Shadow Fiend, I'm curious to see what items he's going to go next. You can go Daedalus, you can go Crit, you can go HOD for the easy Roshan, you can go Manta Style for the utility. Looks like he has spent a lot of his gold, and it will be a Butterfly.
All right.
Butterfly
good
for
choice.
the deeps.
Yeah.
Doesn't it get disabled during Chrono?
Yes, it does. Evasion does not work through Chrono. It's just like Hex.
Yeah,
I do know that one. For
it's okay.
Sure.
There's so much, like, every time he dies, it's just during Chrono.
That's true.
He's not going to die unless he gets Chronosphere because he has BKB. So I'm not the biggest fan of the Butterfly build, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter what item he goes.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. But also, that now forces Void to say, okay, I pretty much have to catch Shadow Fiend in the Chronosphere if we want to kill him. And that means Ake is much less of a target. And if they can stay spread out enough that Ake can be nearby to counter-initiate, then I think it's sort of a viable strategy. And
Well, if
then-
he doesn't get Shadow Fiend, they're going to lose the fight anyways.
Right, exactly. So now he has to get Shadow Fiend. Yeah, it just makes Void's life a little bit more difficult because they have that Naga.
His life is already difficult.
Yeah,
so
and his
I'm
life
sure
is
he
already
was-
hard enough. It's a hard life for a faceless Void. He can't
Nick's
see where he's
assassin,
going.
Nick's assassin is almost richer than the Invoker.
Yep, very close actually. Just about 10 gold or so on the net worth chart. And Void, he still hasn't really picked anything up. It looks like he's going to try and get BKB now. I just don't like this build. Midas into Battle Fury into BKB. Just where's the damage? Where's the carry power?
He has the Battle Fury damage. 65 is respectable. And he has a lot of attack speed. Not Mask of Madness attack speed, but still some.
Yeah.
Bulldog looking for a kill. They do have an AA with a gem. He bought a gem. I don't know who it's on, though.
Oh, here we go. They hop forward. Infest Bomb. Crystal Maiden. She'll get melted. And here we go. Chronosphere actually used on Loda. Admiral Bulldog trying to make the escape. Loda will survive the duration of the Chrono, but not much longer. He will eventually fall, but Bulldog does walk away. So, Lifestealer for Crystal Maiden. Actually, not so great of an exchange for Alliance. But they will get a tier 1 tower out of it, it looks like, as
Dire's
Shadow Fiend is
bottom
pressuring the
tower
bottom.
is under
That's a
attack.
completely butterfly.
Yep. That's a 25-minute BKB Butterfly Blink.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Jesus. And now a blink up
Dire's
on
bottom
the
tower
Naga
is
Siren.
under attack.
So we thought Void's life was going to be difficult
Radiant's
before. There are now
middle
4
tower
blink
is under
daggers on
attack.
Alliance, Merlini.
Yep. Easy tower for
Radiant's
G.
middle
He does
tower
have
has
a gem.
fallen.
Are they going to try and pick him off? It does not look like it.
Dire's
He'll be able
bottom
to scoot
tower
away.
is under attack.
They don't have Chronosphere up, so now Alliance can take a pretty good fight. They only have 3 heroes on bottom, but with a triple blink threat. Ooh, Illidan, he's in trouble.
Yeah, so many blink daggers. There you go. Oh my god! Yeah, you can't even do play-by-play on that. That's just full health dead.
Yeah, the blink is absurd if you have something to keep him in place, though. I mean, it's only, what, 1 second cast time?
Dire's
But,
bottom tower
oh my
is
goodness,
under
does that
attack.
spell do a lot of damage.
Yeah. And look at this. NS just obliterated. Just blink forward. Pew, pew, pew. See ya. Just disgusting. All of these blink daggers. I don't think Virtus Pro have the tools
Dire's
to deal with this.
structures are fortified.
Oh, that cheeky glyph.
Dire's
Are they
bottom
going to be able to
tower
defend
is
this?
under
I think
attack.
not.
Oh, Shadow Fiend gets the tower,
Dire's
blinks
bottom
in.
tower has
Arzart,
fallen.
he's dead. That's half your Bloodstone charges gone, straight out of the gate.
Roshan should be forced now. Naga Siren has her song up. No reason not to do so. Loda kind of needs one day.
Dire's
Know
bottom
what's
tower
going
is
on
under
here,
attack.
but look at him drop. They don't.
I don't think Alliance care too much.
Nah, they don't care.
I think few fucks are given right now.
Yeah, especially with Void down. They could try and make a big play. Void is TPing to the mid T2.
Here we go. Actually, a nice freezing field coming out from JOTM, but Roshan will still die to the Radiant, and Aegis gets picked up by Shadow Fiend. Illidan just half a second too slow, though it was a close call. Song of the Siren comes out for the setup. There is no Requiem available. Oh, BKB popped by Void from the low ground. Meanwhile, the rest of his team gets cleaned up on the high ground. He will scoot up, finds a kill on EGM, now going blow for blow with Loda, but he'll be forced to about face. The net comes out. See ya, Void. Triple kill for
Radiant's top
S4.
tower is under attack.
And now only 2 left alive. It is the Invoker, as well as the Ancient
Dire's
Apparition.
middle
God will go
tower
ahead and
is
use his
under
Ghost
attack.
Walk. But there is a gem up on the Bulldog. He'll catch NS. Blinks all around, and oh, see ya. That'll be an Aegis proc, but NS will not survive to tell the
Dire's
tale.
middle
Or
tower
actually,
has
will he?
fallen.
Wow, 5 hit points. Oops.
Okay.
Nope, they hop forward. See ya.
Dire's middle tower is under
So
attack.
I think, needless to say, a beyond convincing team fight for Alliance right there. They secure the Roche. They make it a 1-for-4. Invoker, the only one that survives.
It's such a terrible idea trying to fight Naga into the Roche pit, but they don't really have a choice. They have to, or else they are just gonna lose. So, I admire VP for their decision making.
Yeah.
You got to take those risks, man. It's a
Yeah.
Hail Mary.
At this point, yeah, you're right. You're in high risk mode because you're in trouble. I mean, Naga, she's got a Perseverance, probably a Lincoln's coming out. Loda, what did he pick up? Oh, good. He's got a Skull Basher and about 4,000 gold. So probably the Relic coming for an Abyssal Blade. That would be my best guess. And by the way, S4, he had 6,000 gold. What did he pick up? What's on that courier? Oh, it's just a casual Satanic pre-30 minutes.
Yikes. Yeah, Faceless Void just feels so useless against Naga Siren. Like,
Yeah.
now he finally has his BKB, but the game's already pretty much decided. 26-9 in favor of Alliance, and Aki has just been spot on with his positioning as well as his Song of the Sirens, just grabbing Faceless Void a couple times in the Chronosphere, getting an easy kill on Evoker with a sleep setup in mid, and Naga Siren, man, some players make him look good. Her look good.
Her. Yeah, she is definitely a girl. Now, there is a smoke from Virtus Pro. We were talking about that Hail Mary risky play. This is it. They need to do something. I like the gesture, but their smoke will get revealed. And, oh, look at Alliance. They know what's going on here. Oh, they'll smoke.
immediately
It gets revealed.
popped.
Oh, no. They're scared. They'll scatter. And Illidan, there you go. Chronosphere, BKB on. Trying to decide which target he wants. There's the Song of the Siren. They don't have the damage, though. Illidan, now he's stuck in the net. And Timbersaw will actually get picked off around the side. And now Void, he is that targeted choice. S4 trying to chase him down. He'll blink forward. Nowhere for Illidan to go. All he can hope for are some of those back traps. But, yeah.
Hail Mary number 2 does not work.
See you later, John.
That was just
Elway.
unfortunate. They were all around
Yeah.
mid, and they smoked right when they were next to. They're like, "What the heck? Did you cast smoke?"
Yeah.
That's one of those moments.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower
Unfortunately, they
is
didn't get
under
Shadow
attack.
Fiend inside of the Chronosphere, and Faceless Void did pop his BKB, but he was isolated with Song of the Siren.
Void
too.
just showing how little damage output he has. He
Radiant's
went for the
bottom
Earthshaker,
tower
and he
is
still
under
can
attack.
bring down Earthshaker for the duration of that Chronosphere. They'll hop forward, Invoker will just get melted.
Dire's
And
top
now
tower
the space
is
will be under
under
heavy
attack.
siege with
Radiant's
Invoker.
bottom tower
And the
is
Void
under
dead, no
attack.
glyph available. These structures will fall rather quickly. Arzart, he'll get stunned up by
Dire's top tower
Spike Carapace there. He will make it back to the well. NS might not be so lucky. There's Bulldog with the Impale. And, yep, he'll get picked off. Timber will still get killed despite being in the well. And an Echo Slam comes as well. Here you go, Illidan. BKB on. He's trying to pick a target. Sunstrike will finish him off, but it doesn't matter, Merlini. GG, well played. Alliance take a more than convincing win over Virtus Pro, 31-10 in only 30 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, I did not have high hopes for Void in that game, and Illidan, I mean, he farmed as much as he could. He didn't have bad chronos. It's just not the lineup for him.
Yeah. I think his build was a little bit too greedy, though. I don't know
I
that
think
you
if
really
you want damage, it's irrelevant because he did no damage because Song Siren.
Yeah.
Like if he rushes BKB, he just gets net and focus down.
Maybe you're right.
If he goes damage, it's like, I mean, I'm not a big fan of his build either, but at the same time, it actually didn't matter.
It wasn't the counter picks were more of a bigger deal. I think that's true.
It wasn't even counter pick. They picked Void into it.
Well, okay, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Void was the 5th pick, so they knew exactly what they were dealing with, and they were just feeling bold.
They thought they knew what they were dealing with.
Timbersaw, I think, was the most disappointing of them all, though, to point out.
Shadow Fiend was by far the most impressive, though.
Yeah.
Early Blink Rush is nice, and he just got so many kills. The Earthshaker and Shadow Fiend tandem would just worked wonders. Everyone just died in like a Fissure stun, which is pretty incredible to witness.
Yeah, certainly right. So that wraps up our EU coverage today. Just one game for you, and you get to go back to resting. Maybe a little Merlini streaming later today.
We'll see. We have free to play tonight.
Oh yeah, guys, we are going to be at a free to play viewing in LA at the Crest Westwood Theater. I think the showing starts at 8 o'clock, so at least most of the BTS crew will be going down that way. We already tweeted about it. We'll probably be on social media once again. So if you're in the LA area, if you've got nothing to do, if you're heading down there, well, you may bump into some familiar faces. But that's it for us today. We'll see you guys tomorrow when EU coverage resumes. That's all. Anything else, Merlini? Anything else you want to say to your fans? China? It's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head. I really don't know. You hit me with a stumper. You and these zingers, man.
That wasn't meant to be a zinger.
No, I don't know. I didn't look at the schedule this morning. I popped out of bed and went straight to casting, so I don't know. We'll follow the social media and you'll find out. We'll keep you in suspense, but I really don't know. All right, guys, so that's it for us today. We'll see you tomorrow.